take off.
Get out your GLs in chat for these two guys. At low strength might be challenging to start things off here.
And here we go. They're being told about the ball of light and the Dragon Lord that took it. Blue Lobster using the Talon sprite from Dragon Warrior 4. Marashu is Gwaylin, and we have the Fairy Water, the Wings, so that can be used as a return spell to keep this key up here. Both our runners fairly new, so we'll have to see if they remember that fact. And it looks like Marashu does, and so does Blue Lobster, so they will have a key, and we shall see what they do with the key.
I would definitely go with Marashu here and look into the treasury to start things off with low strength.
Well, I would have saved first, but we have the token, the harp, and a cursed spell, and some gold in there, so no key. Marashu's just going to immediately reset. But Marashu already knows where two of the key items are, just sitting right there, and Blue Lobster going after this Magidrake with the Fairy Water. Sprinkles it on, does 12 damage, punches a level 2. And it comes with 1, 11, 12, 8, Spell of Radiant.
Definitely not the spell you're hoping for right off the bat, but a good use of that Fairy Water to put yourself out in front here.
Okay, Joel's using Stop Spell. Marashu just going to punch down, or uses the Fairy Water on a Drakey. Definitely could have beaten that Drakey normally, so let's see how Marashu finishes out the level.
Yeah, that's a big difference there, the Magidrakey to just the normal Drakey. Gonna put him in a little bit of a hole here to start. And in this case, the seeding doesn't lie. I think Blue Lobster has been running the randomizer for a year now. Rashu, I don't think, has been with us all that long, maybe a month or so, as far as I know. The experience gap is kind of showing early, but of course there's a long seed to go here.
Okay, got a Ghost versus Magidrakey. And looks like our runners are not going to be able to handle their respective enemies, both of them going down.
With that gold start, I can't tell, at least at the moment, but are they swamp blocked from the southwest here?
There's a one-tile gap they can go over. Nobody's gone over it yet. Blue Lobster's still electing to go after these Magidrakeys. I would definitely be looking for the Drakey right now. And only 8 strength, you're the 0 or 1 coin flip to damage a Magidrakey, and they have HP. And Marashu hard resets, I think, after seeing more of the encounter table, realizing that the Magidrakey exists, wants a do-over.
Yeah, that's a good call. It's a hard call at any point to hard reset like that, but I think this is definitely the right call from what he's seen now.
Blue Lobster not going to beat this Magidrakey. So if Marashu can get out there and immediately snipe, yeah, like right here, if Marashu can beat this in one go. Oh, only a 10, so it's going to take a few. Gonna have to be on the right side of that coin flip a few times. There's 2 extra hits.
It looks like he got max HP too, so. But
and there we go. Just like that, we are even.
Yeah, absolutely great call. Way to keep his head and go ahead and do that hard reset, get that Fairy Water back, and put it to better use.
Don't want anything to do with that droll. And it looks like the magician may be defense broken, so this could be level 3 right here if they can slug it out. Marashu not having recovered the HP from the level up start at much lower. Looks like Blue Lobster stands a pretty good chance of getting through. Marashu down to 4 HP.
This is tough right here. I think the magician's doing 2 semi-regularly and not doing 0 very often. So even with the large hit point advantage that the runners have, the magician I think, has the advantage in this fight, this tickle fight.
Yeah, Blue Lobster down to 4 health. Attack fails again.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it earlier, but you gotta stick to trying to find that Drakey again. That's something you can kill. There are only 2 Drakeys from the next level.
And now it's Blue Lobster's turn to go peek into the treasury. Oh, Marashu with a ghost. Yeah, this is killable.
Oh yeah, the ghost definitely should be.
And Blue Lobster elects to leave after raiding the vault. I don't know if there was a save in there, so... Well, there's a cave right there. There's a wolf. Get away from that thing. You have good agility, you can get away from it.
A swamp cave. I think I would have tried to go up that.
Oh, golem to the face.
So I don't think, did he just reset or no? He didn't reset, so he might not have saved when he went. You open the treasure then?
Yeah, in that case, Blue Lobster is now without keys, and Marashu has located a second ghost. This will be level 3 if it goes down. Oh, Drakey's with hurt.
But he got it. He's close here. He's keeping within striking distance.
And Marashu is officially up to level 3. It has 1 more power.
Heal, that's huge right now.
Oh yeah, heal is huge.
With all that HP, that's going to make a lot more things killable here.
Yeah, now those magicians are certainly in play. Magidrakey, still not so much.
So I think, like you meant, I don't think Blue Lobster saved even after being killed the first time, so I don't even think he's trying to preserve the gold and look for a town anymore.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how quickly Blue Lobster can locate a replacement key, because Marashu can survive for a long time now. Although Blue Lobster is pulling out the harp, well, that escalated quickly.
That's the opposite of what you want to see right there.
Fatality. Oh, and Marashu lands a critical hit on this Magidrakey, and with 3 heals, can definitely finish it out.
Yeah, this is going to be level 4.
Okay, can you give more than one strength? Well, it was more than one strength.
We're into double digits.
Hey, we can deal more than 1 damage to a Magidrake, so it shouldn't be too horrible to get the level 5. In the meantime, Blue Lobster going after a ghost shall soon be level 3. And more importantly, Marashu... If Marashu can beat this Magidrake, that'll be enough to go buy a key in Tantagel, and then Marashu's running around with 6 keys.
Depending on what's in the basement, which we haven't seen yet, that could be a big deal.
Because that is currently the biggest divergence right now. Now, Marashu has held on to the key this entire time. Blue Lobster hasn't.
So with the gold in the treasury, just for chat, yeah, he doesn't need 2. He just needs 1 key to get past by a second key because he's kept the one from the beginning. And then he unlocks everything.
Yes, the bottom left had gold. It looks like Marashu's just gonna go ahead and finish off the level, only 2 Magidrakes away. And really at no threat of dying.
This is almost one of those seeds where you feel like there's a town just outside the periphery right now, and we're gonna find it and go, oh man.
A town, or maybe that swamp cave leads to something, and it's like, oh boy, what if my opponent hero ran this?
Yeah, I was really surprised to see Blue Lobster not go up Swamp Cave or go right back to it and try to get up. It's not unreasonable to think you'd get through there even at a low level after a couple tries. And it can obviously backdoor into Tangential, Garinham, opening up a whole world of things.
And here we go, level 5 for Marashu. Comes with 1 power, 0 agility. Just... Oh, there's your heal more. So, I guess there's that.
That strength is ridiculous.
Yeah, there are minor problems when... with no equipment, you have as much defensive power as attack power.
At this point, even if you find a town with torches, you're gonna really be ahead. You know, you go get your keys set up. You know, if you're Marashu or if you're Blue Lobster, just take some of this gold you have built up now, and go get torches. You're gonna exponentially grow your experience lead if you can find that. So I would definitely try to at least stretch the screen a little bit in a few different directions here and make sure there's not something reasonable nearby.
Yeah, this is... Seeing that level 5 would make me a little bit wandery. Especially with that heal spell, you can go right through those swamps and be mostly okay.
Yeah, they got 3 heal mores. They've got, 9 heals and a ton of HP to work with. I think I would definitely be stretching things out a little bit.
Yeah, but I do imagine at some point Marashu is going to want to go ahead and raid that treasury, get those 6 keys, maybe peek under Tantagel. Because Murashu is starting to run a little low on MP.
Yeah, it could fill up too on MP. It's right there in the castle course, so I think he's hopefully got a handle on it. Got a plan for that. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, eventually they will strengthen up and attempt to complete the seed by finding the 3 key items. The silver harp and the token have already been located in the treasury, so all that's left is stone sunlight. And they'll need to find a cave with a guy in it blocking a chest. They hand the harp, he gets them. Okay, Murashu going after this magician. Blue Lobster just healed up and get back to the grind. Looks like Murashu might just be fighting to death.
I'm not sure that I understand that, but we'll see what his play is from here. He's got plenty of gold for that key. So.
Looks like a death, save, and go buy keys.
Did he skip keys, or did I miss something?
Where it looks like going to check under Tantagel first. Oh, and there's your... Well, speaking of trading in the harp for the staff... Oh... Okay, that's interesting. As mentioned, there is some inexperience on Murashu's side. I'm not sure if he realizes that there's a key vendor right there. Or if he even has the key still. But now we know where the Staff of Rain is, right under Tantagel. But Murashu is not very far from level 6. In fact, after this ghost, it will just take a magician to get the level. Oh, the Drakies have heal. In the meantime, Blue Lobster is quietly catching up in experience, now only 26, well now 30 behind, but Blue Lobster, if he can get keys back, is right there with Murashu. She's going to get level 6, and we're going to see if maybe there's some offensive power here. 5 more, 15 agility. Yeah, I would definitely... At this point, you are at worst, a coin flip against the vast majority of enemies, so I think our runners might start getting antsy at level 16 with under 20 strength. If the Scared Metal Slime's flag was not on, a Metal Slime would not run away right now. In the meantime, Druin breathes fire on Blue Lobster, takes him out. Rashu runs into a red dragon in Swamp. So yeah, outside is definitely going to help there, whenever that is learned. And you can't go very far that way, so... You see, Marashu... Continue to head out into the world. Blue Lobster trying to finish out this level 6. And very little exploration so far. They're pretty much tied in exploration. And now it looks like Marashu might be going after Zone 1 enemies now. I mean, it's going to be a long fight, but this Warlock could be beaten.
Sorry about that. Hopefully this is better.
JJ has a new headset, so breaking that thing in. In the meantime, Rashu trying to break this Warlock. With the vast amount of MP, this is a slog, but it's a victory for 28 experience. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to work out against the Droll because of that. And we know the Druin over here breathes fire, so that's not happening. That's a bit too much damage to be taking right now. Although the critical hit helps. So Blue Lobster has seen level 6, and we shall see what his plan is.
I can't even imagine what I would be thinking with so little strength this 6 levels in.
Okay, Marashu has found the Druin and it's going to get stop spelled, so I'm not even going to see the... Well, keeping on the attacks is defense breaking the Druin, but... looks like a low percentage of breath on... There it is. Yeah, those have some heat. And you're blocked. Your move. And it looks like Marashu had enough damage in it to finish it out. So looking like it could be a slow grind in the Zone 1 desert here. Not exactly doing the best damage, but they are whittling these enemies down and healing. But you just have to wonder if level 7 brings very little offense again. Like, do you really go another 260, 270 HP, not HP, experience just sitting there, or do you start to feel a little bit antsy?
I definitely feel antsy about it. I felt antsy a few levels back, so hopefully I could be a little quick to trigger on that front, though.
Well, Marashu is down to 2 HP and no healing, and is dead.
Yeah, at this point, Chad's kind of pointing out it's really not that unreasonable to think that you would get through that swamp cave eventually here.
Well, looky there. There's a cave just south of Antigel.
Just below the periphery.
It looks like you can keep going that direction.
Oh, it's bonus cave.
Well, even if this is a torch, it's gold. Okay.
But yeah, just imagine if that was a town right now. How behind you'd feel seeing that just below the line.
Well, there's still some exploration to do here. And Murashu with a full stack of MP. There are Drakimos running around here. Those could be defeatable at this point.
Yeah, I think those are pretty good efficiency overall for how little HP they can have for the experience they give. They're pretty good enemies to see.
Oh, but there's a Stoneman giving Blue Lobster the business. And dead end that way. Let's see if... Maybe there's a bunch of bridges out here, so... Could be that you just have to take another bridge.
It looks like a really small continent.
Ooh, yeah, dead ends all around. We have not seen very far north of the swamp cave, but it is the potential for a very small first continent with the early swamp, which is just going to make it even uglier because we have seen what we like to call the Fun Police. And we call them the Fun Police, the Red Dragons, because they will just crush you with their statistical dominance. And you will not have any fun in the process.
I've never heard it put quite so perfectly as crush you with their statistical dominance. I love that.
Meanwhile, Murashu got a critical hit to take out a Drakima. It's actually getting kind of close to the next level. You want 337, so 19 experience away. So this Druin plus a Magician would do it. Ooh, Blue Lobster crits a Droll. And Murashu, trying to take on Wolf, thought better of that quickly. And Blue Lobster is going to give the Swamp Cave another go, while Murashu decides to head out north and finds another cave.
Just the jerk.
And it's just the jerk. So that's the guy that, once you get all the stuff, you want to take it to him and he will make the rainbow drop.
Wow. Did you see he got away from the red dragon there with 1 HP?
And just for reference, he has 53 health, the red dragon him for 52. There's a town in a cave! Oh boy, Murashu could be on the path. Blue Lobster gets out, finds a town of his own, so we're gonna have a bunch of stuff happening. Oh,
Rimmildar.
Well, key start, there's your early Rimmildar. It's almost like magic.
Every time. You are right. Blue Lobster's having trouble finding the bridge combination to his town and runs into another red dragon.
Oh, in the meantime, Mirashu is officially going to take this to 6 keys.
Not so lucky on the second red dragon for Blue Lobster. He got hit by another 50 burger and went down.
Yeah, with 43 agility, you are under a 30% chance. You're about a 30-ish% chance to run away, I'd say. Someone wants to correct me. Anyways, this box in Rimaldar is more money. But the key here is this gear shop. Or it could have weaponry. Weapons to surpass these monsters and get actual stats. As soon as this guy gets out of the way.
Oh, just a bamboo pole. Affordable there. That's brutal.
But there is a flame sword and a known gold grind, so there's a cave right outside of Rimaldar.
Oh, that's right. So that could be something he can potentially death warp out of.
Yeah, you haven't seen the cave yet. Oh, Spectre, get away from that. The cave is the...
It's like maybe Erdrick's cave from the way he's walking. Hope he knows the map blind. That can be really difficult when blind, but it looks like he's got it perfectly.
That does look like the tablet cave.
Yeah, that's I guess you can always walk blind and then cast Radiant if you do get lost, but still, I'm alone.
Oh, in the meantime, Blue Lobster reached level 7, got a grand total of 3 more strength.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
Anyway, we have this box, it has an herb.
And most importantly, we still don't have a way to gold grind from what I'm seeing. Now, I might have missed. What was in the basement?
The Staff of Rain cave.
Yeah, well, that's no good to us right now. Well, I guess could have and maybe did. Well, no, so he hasn't gone back into the treasury yet. Is that right, too? I guess we don't...
Yeah, Mirashu has not cleaned out the treasury, although I suspect the next death will have that happen.
Sure, there's not a big rush by any means. I know it's really tough. If you're Blue Lobster, I would probably be the kind to bang my head into the wall and try to pound through those red dragons and get to whatever town is on his screen on the other side of Swamp Cave. So I admire his devotion to the grind here. So we are back fighting warlocks for the better part of the foreseeable future until we find something else to pique our interest. Only about 6 of these kind of middle, or I guess next tier enemies away. 6 to 7 or so Drakemas and Warlocks, and a nice crit there for Blue Lobster. Yeah, I would never do do the tablet in the dark without at least a map next to me. Or Google pulled up to find one quickly. So Marashu goes out. He's on the search again for something else helpful. And Blue Lobster is still grinding. A metal slime in this desert's very interesting.
And it runs.
Of course it runs. Yeah, I'd be really tempted just to sit there for a little bit, but see Droll Mages, you can pretty well assume you're going to get your butt kicked eventually, and he does.
Blocked in the front. Draw Magi with the damage. Sends Marashu back home. See if Marashu now with 6 keys is going to go ahead and just clear out Tantagel. Go ahead and grab the harp and the token and trade the harp in, or not.
He might be waiting, if he's trying to really just optimize down to the very minimum, he might be waiting till he does a gold grind too and do it all at once. But there's really not a whole lot of reason not to clear it out and have it off your to-do list, so to speak.
Valid point.
I always like to do things when I think of them so that I don't forget them for later.
Yeah, in the meantime, it looks like Blue Lobster has been doing some grinding, is taking a rather nice experience lead.
We're a warlock away from what must soon be a strength explosion.
Well, this Magician will bring it to 10, which would mean a Magidrake would be good enough. In the meantime, Marashu gets a critical hit to destroy a Druin. And it's a Warlock for Blue Lobster. If this goes down, it will be good enough for the level 8. Okay, it looks like Marashu's going to go deep through this swamp.
Alright, let's see.
And Blue Lobster to level 8.
My goodness.
Comes with 1 power. But there is a spell and hurt more. Who needs power?
Wow. Wow.
Don't count Marashu out. There's a metal slime that would be level 8 if Marashu can take it out. Nope.
Almost dual golems, and one gets away and one gets smashed by 49. Thus perpetuating the curse of the hurt more. And as soon as you get hurt more, you will find something you can't hurt more and be killed.
So yeah, and don't forget, Blue Lobster is going to get keys back real soon here. Just has to go north beyond Swamp and we'll find Rimeldar, and that will solve the key problem right away. And Marashu gets blasted by a golem while a stone man gets Blue Lobster.
These enemies are... I mean, we have seen tons of red dragons already. Golems, stone men, and none of those... Hurtmore's not going to help you with any of those.
At the same time, we have seen quite a few Specters, Droll Magi's, these are definitely things you'll want to hurt more.
Well, that's a good point. The Droll Magi's with the metal slimes in that desert. Once Marashu gets hurt more, that I would be tempted to go right back up there for a little. The wolves here are nice too.
Yeah, I think you're going to see this experience lead explode for a little bit here.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because Marashu made an equally, good attempt at trying to branch out, maybe set up a gold grind for a flame sword, only to come to find out here in a little bit, as he will, that Hurtmore is just around the corner.
It's even more unfortunate. Marashu's hit a couple of metal slime fights. Here's one that immediately ends. But yeah, here's Blue Lobster, gonna see the jerk. And then a little bit more and we'll see Rumaldar.
This area is crawling with metal slimes.
Yeah, and there's a Truant Lord. That's another great enemy to be hurt-mooring. And yeah, I think at this point Marashu might be I think both of our viewers might be getting a little bit worried about the metal slime frequency. Did my opponent walk out and get one of these early on?
Oh gosh, yeah. That has to cross your mind in a seed like this.
And Marashu discovers more dead ends. Looks like there is more exploration to do that way.
Blue Lobster's about to get his herb.
Now, well, here you go for Marashu. Finds a warlock out in the wild. Get just that little bit closer to level 8. In the meantime, Blue Lobster about to get an herb. Nice herb. Oh, but we do have a cave for Marashu.
This must be Mountain Cave.
Yep, does look like the Mountain Cave.
Well, that's not what you want to see in the Mountain Cave.
Yeah, unfortunately, the top zone of Mountain is the same as Swamp. Which means red dragons.
That brings an additional layer of RNG into it, so if Blue Lobster finds Mountain Cave and doesn't happen to catch that potentially as low as 20% chance of catching that on an encounter, he could potentially get past that first zone very quick and down to the basement. But Blue Lobster's in Rumaldar now, so we are even up on keys, everything's golden, hopefully Marashu's going to hit level 8 really quickly and we'll be just off to a fantastic finish here.
Yeah, Blue Lobster about to get the news that the shop here is incredibly lopsided. Marashu hits another red dragon in... could this be a really high red dragon rate? I haven't even seen anything other than a red dragon in Swamp.
It definitely feels like it is. I know we saw a couple earlier when they were first discovering Swamp, and now, again, it seems like a really high percentage or a really extreme outlier that we've seen so many this early.
Meantime, Blue Lobster now with a town right there, well, Jokima. I think Blue Lobster might be wanting those armor knights. Because now he has hurt more and can beat them in 2 rounds, and will revive the Armor Knight's hit.
That's an interesting thought. I briefly thought it earlier, but I don't think I would take the time to play the harp and just in exchange for trying to explore, but it is an interesting thought when you played it once and got an Arbor Knight.
Murashu's getting there.
I don't recall watching a race where we've seen so many metal slimes and none of them have stuck around. I guess that new flag they put in for scared metals is really working on this one.
Yeah, we have gained just enough strength that it has eclipsed the 20 that would make metal slimes run normally, as another one runs away from Murashu.
I didn't even think of that. We're so weak that only a few strength away from metal slimes not running away from you, if that flag was not also turned on, of course. But that's insanely weak for level 8. I think Lorgon, one of the better statisticians in our group, had put that your average strength is 60 around these middle levels of 9 and 10 in a previous race. So, I mean, we're barely even a third of that.
Yeah, but Murashu is now 13 experience away. Ooh, Warlock! This will be it for Murashu. We know is certainly defeatable. In the meantime, Blue Lobster has a metal slime to deal with. And it runs. To the shock of absolutely nobody.
I would be so tilted if I'm either of these guys, to be honest, so I'm not going to blame them for any decisions they make at this point.
Yeah, these constant metal slimes are just going to live rent-free in their heads for the next however long this takes.
And that's kind of to your point here that you made earlier. You know, Blue Lobster's been off and running with Hurtmore for, 5, 6, 7 minutes here. And now with an excellent move on a metal slime, Murashu has almost caught that whole gap up.
Kaboom! Bit late for that, but better late than never when it comes to 255 experience. And, well, there's something you can hurt more, a Spectre.
And after taking a swing and hitting a Spectre for one damage point at level 8.
And Blue Lobster comes back with a metal slime of his own. Let's see what level 9 has. 0 strength!
I honestly... I love it, but I can't believe it.
At least the HP is really good for not being on strength HP.
I mean, this is a relative metal slime bonanza here. Another crit and went down over for Murashu.
Yeah, another 3rd hit crit, and Murashu actually catapults into the experience lead.
This is insanity.
Meantime, Blue Lobster gets hit with the classic, does 2 damage to a metal slime. The metal slime, upon receiving the 2nd damage, just immediately runs off. He wasted as much time as he thought he could get away with, and then he just noped.
Murashu is taking swings at these enemies and just getting 1s or 0 damage. He's got to just be so frustrated with that at this point.
But yeah, Murashu is starting to pour on the experience game off these Druid Lords. I guess it's going for a mid-game grind currently. Ooh, there's a good enemy to hurt more, the Rogue Scorpion.
I was just considering it. There is something to be said for you do know where two of the main quest items are. So, but I still think with sword and armor potentially out there, of course they can be in Charlock. That's interesting. I don't know. It's interesting, I guess, to sit and do a grind. But you gotta figure, I guess, strength will explode at some point.
Be honest, at this point, I would really only be worrying about strength if I had to go kill a spike tile. Other than that, just let me go out there, see what's out there, torch what's out there. Level 10 for Mirashu. Do we finally get strength? Okay, that's good. 9 strength is certainly an adequate level. And we finally get outside, so we can finally do risk-free swamp. And then learn that there are red dragons camping right outside of swamp. As Blue Lobster has already learned the rather hard way. Rachu taking a quick look at the stats, seeing how incredibly lopsided they are. Yeah, it looks like Blue Lobster is going to go ahead and cash in the harp.
It seemed like at first there, Mirashi was gonna just prioritizing keeping NP for heal spells, so that he could really stretch the map out here, cover more ground, since he decided to run from that Druid Lord.
We'll just have to see what kind of trouble Mirashi can get into. With 70 agility is certainly viable to be looking around. Oh no, oh dear. Oops, red dragon.
The ultimate agility killer is the red dragon.
Yeah, looking about 40-ish% chance to run from a red dragon at the moment. Blue Lobster gonna brave the swamp again. Oh, and there's Mel Slimes in swamp. Cause where aren't they?
It really seems like they're everywhere. But also, you mentioned that there's a lot of mid-game kind of enemies that are great for more your Spectres, your Druid Lords, your Droll Magi's, but we haven't seen a ton of great late-game enemies, and just like that, Blue Lobster, I think, did he go to the Spike Tile to get to this Armored Knight?
Yep, Armored Knight on the Spike Tile.
Wow.
Oh, give that Armored Knight $500. The exact kill, denying the level up to Blue Lobster.
That's the worst.
Meantime, Rashu keeping on the first continent. Yeah, it just... yeah, Golf making a good point. Missed a Hurtmore as well off of a 1 in 16 chance. So that fight just did not go his way at all. Oh, how about this Metal Slime though? We're gonna get the 1 in 8. Nope.
Got it. Got it.
Oh, but you get that will be level 10 and the experience lead.
With these metal slimes, we might be saying a new experience leader every 5 minutes.
Okay, it looks like Murashu's going to give the mountain cave a second go. While Blue Lobster gives the second continent a second go.
And a red dragon.
And down.
That is brutal. I would really be thinking about trying to just forgo that first chest and going straight downstairs first and try to get to those 4 chests. But I don't even think he got that far.
Yeah, I don't even think Murashu knows about the metal slimes in that zone. Blue Lobster with a green dragon, this is certainly hurtmorable. And he gets it. 135.
That's a really good one.
Look at this town.
Cantlin.
Cantlin, okay, so Cantlin has 3 shops, one of them behind the key. It has a fairy water shop. It pretty much has anything you could ask for, including this old dude down here who may or may not give Blue Lobster some numbers. And with those numbers, you go to the overworld, and let's see what they are. Well, you may go search 10 south, 18 east.
I like it. That's east. No, I don't know.
That's countable. There was some space down in the east beyond the
Yeah, you're right.
cave. And Murashu gets blasted by a red dragon again.
That's brutal.
Yeah, as part of the new version of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer, it now has expanded search spot potential. Before, it was only the flute, the token, and the armor. Nowadays, the armor can be in a chest, and, well, it's not going to happen this seat, but the silver harp can be on the search spot, the stones can be on the search spot, the death necklace can be on the search spot, and Erdrick's sword could be on that search spot. It looks like Blue Lobster is wasting a little time going after those coordinates. And Murashu manually walking through Swamp Cave might be a little bit of an experience, not realizing you could just immediately go through with outside, but sees the troll town, has to deal with some demon knights, but gets away.
I was trying to map along with this seed so that I could have some input on that, and I gave up. There's been more bridges and more turns than I can keep track of.
And Murashu has coal as Blue Lobster has found Erdrick's sword on the overworld.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Murashu has found the Stones of Sunlight. So there's all 3 items to make the rainbow drop already located. And we've barely opened any chests, so that's going to make for some interesting options.
Yeah, I was really hoping that Murashu was going to find the armor there to kind of even it out, but the stones is a good find. You want to get that out of the way. It looks like this is relatively, kind of tucked into a corner somewhere. So that could be a really big find.
The question is, can Murashu get out of this corner? And Murashu would have to go back north and west. Yeah, that dead end. So north and west will lead Murashu to Cantlin, the coordinates, and the sword.
It's not often you're level 10 and you get the sword and it more than doubles your attack power. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah, even scarier, Blue Lobster has the sword and his attack power, which is the sword plus his strength, is less than his HP and his MP. And neither HP or MP are boosted for him.
If we don't, if we don't get a strength explosion at some point here,
yeah, we might be here a while.
For a while.
Here, fun police all over the place. Boom, headshot the Mirashu. Boom, headshot the Blue Lobster.
Synchronized fun police.
Yeah, now I'm really surprised that Mirashu is not cleaning out the treasury at this point. It's very unlikely you're going to be able to really gold grind anything, considering how hard it is to get to a town, and you could get all the stuff to make the rainbow drop right now.
Yeah,
just go ahead and have that out of the way.
I've been really paying attention more to weapons because of the strength. I don't even know that we've seen a silver shield, and you know you're going to get the sword, you know you're going to get the armor. So yeah, it's definitely looking unlikely you would necessarily need to grind.
Yeah, Blue Lobster being reminded of the Jerk's location. Just has to go back through to get to that town, and Blue Lobster, as soon as he gets into coal, we'll have all the stuff. In the meantime, Mirashu has found a Wraith Knight, interestingly not going after it with Hurt more. You have about a 7/8 chance of killing it. I think Mirashu made the same play as Blue Lobster to go check the Spike Tile.
It looks like he's getting a little more lucky. He did survive there. A little more lucky. Oh my goodness. I cursed it. I'm sorry, everyone. Absolutely brutal luck with that AK-47 down there.
But yeah, at this point, there's only... yeah, do give our runners a follow after this.
That little guy trying to pull a sword out of a stone could not be more appropriate than right now.
Anyways, we have a bunch of Mel Slimes going on right now. And a Mel Slime going down from Mirashu.
And the experience lead.
Well, there's your level 11. It has... Oh, there's some power. There's some agility. Ooh. Well, that was a good level. And oh look, Blue Lobster got it as well.
Jumped right back in the lead.
Experience-wise, these runners are keeping it close. We just have a little bit of an exploration divergence on the second continent. Blue Lobster managed to go northwest to find Cantlin, which has given him the sword. And Mirashu has managed to loop around to find the town you could see very close to the swamp exit. It was cold with these stones of sunlight, and Mirashu does... Well, I would say does know, as... Could be, we've already seen Blue Lobster recheck a few caves with the nerves that must be running through our Here's right now. Could be possible Mirashu's forgotten about the treasury.
That was a very long time ago. I mean, it's easy that he could have forgot. I mean, it's definitely happened to the best of us. We will see, though. He did take down another metal slime to get back in the lead, and Blue Lobster finds the red dragon, which is 255 experience points of a different color.
Different amount of pain. Looks like Mirashu's just gonna grind a little bit more. Just let me get away from these red dragons and maybe I'll go find something. Although, with our commentator's knowledge, it's going to be really interesting to see where this armor winds up being, because we still have the entire grave, we still have the entire mountain cave, we still have Garenham. All unknown. Before we even get into Sharlock, and we still have Hawksness out there. We don't know the contents of its search spot. And of course, Sharlock, we haven't even found Sharlock yet.
And I don't think we've seen Garenham.
No, we have not, but Mirashu gets the Metal Slime, Blue Lobster doesn't.
Of all the seeds, if you were going to pick one where you didn't have the Erdrick sword and somebody else did, this might be the one you pick. You have Hurtmore at a reasonable time, and there's metal slimes everywhere.
And more importantly, there's not a bunch of attack power to where, like, the real nasty stuff that you can't hurt more, where you can just hack it down. Like, if you were to suddenly drop about 20 more strength in the Blue Lobster's lap, suddenly these red dragons start to look pretty killable.
Definitely. They've got the HP, they've got heal more, they've got the MP, and it really is just the fact that they can't hit worth anything right now. And Blue Lobster tries to grind some Armor Knights, takes one step off of the spike tile and hits a red dragon, but did get away.
Okay, it's Mirashu who's going to hit level 12 first. Okay, people, I think it's time to buckle in, grab your Snickers, grab your books, grab anything you might need. We might be here a while.
Somebody wake up Empty Eye and get him in here, because this is his seed for strength.
Yeah, Alifgard is noted. Evidently, this iteration of Alifgard is noted for its notable lack of gems. But not a lack of red dragons. We got plenty of those to go. Blue Lobster, I think, is maybe trying to get back to Cantland. Maybe saw a large shield there, which would help out in his endeavors. Yep, and it does look like Blue Lobster's made back to Cantland. We're going to see what shall be bought. In the meantime, Blue Lobster did get the level 12 and did not lift.
With all the red dragons we've seen, it almost would be a blessing if the sword's in Sharlock. If you happen to tongue-in-cheek yourself down there to go find it before you...
We already know where the sword's at. It's on the world.
I'm sorry, I meant armor there.
Anyways, Mirashu's going to give Mountain Cave another go. And oh look, there are Mel Slimes in here as well. In the meantime, we do have another experience lead change. This one a bit more conventionally. Top chest has a key, so there's actually a loose key as well. Brownie's Marashu is trying to get down there deeper into the mountain cave. And there you go. The first time we're seeing this encounter zone.
And it's probably Zone 0. Look at that.
Well, a ghost is a nice change of pace from a million red dragons. It has the torch. Well, there's the dragon scale, so slap that on for 2 defense. It looks like Marashu's going to finally get some chests opened up. Although it's rapidly looking like there's nothing much of note in here. I take that back. The armor in the final chest.
That is going to be interesting to see how many attempts Blue Lobster takes to get down to that last chest.
Well, it might not take too many. Doesn't seem like there's much dangerous in the second floor, and Blue Lobster right now is actually nearly a coin flip to run from red dragons.
It's true, their agility is not bad for level 12.
Marashu electing to walk out manually.
I'm gonna guess that was an input error, or he's just trying to die. Just trying to die, most likely.
Yep, and Marashu goes down to the red dragon with the Erdrick sword, so... But like you said much earlier, this could be Marashu's chance to pull off a gold grind. That could be the plan here. Get the gold grind, get the flame sword. And, well, that can help. In the meantime, Blue Lobster going to check the coal shop and then the search spot and be pleased with the Stones of Sunlight being here.
I hope Marashu wasn't thrown off since he technically found an Edric sword in that first chest.
Oh yeah, that's actually surprising because usually if you have the chest glitch going, it'll sometimes print out random stuff. However, usually when it prints out Erdrick's sword, that is the real deal. This time, not the case.
Yeah, I hope he looks at his status. Well, okay, now he has to know.
Are you sure Marashu is not about to triple wield Erdrick's sword? That would be kind of terrifying.
That is amazing.
Okay, so Blue Lobster has all 3 key items. At hour 13, and can go make the rainbow drop. Still lacking the armor. Still lacking knowledge of where Sharlock is, even.
Now he's got a 4th Edric sword.
In the meantime, 53118 magic on level 13. And all the spells. So by level 13, we have all the spells.
So, I guess the outlier we haven't talked about yet is, or you briefly touched on it, the Death Necklace is out there somewhere, and that very much is likely in play here.
It's kind of interesting because neither one is on strength HP. Which means the HP growth is not going to be as high, and that's going to kind of keep them away from that Death Necklace HP. Like, I think if our rooms were on Strength HP right now, they would have enough They would have enough for the Dragon Lord, HP-wise. Oh, you... Okay, good. Yeah, you do not want to take that death right now. Oh, Stoneman. In the meantime, Blue Lobster going after a stone. Oh man, so Marashu heading back to Cole, so this will be likely the Flame Sword and Large Shield being picked up here. However, we know on the same island, you just have to go northwest to find Caitlyn. That will lead you to Erdrick's sword. Have to see how long it takes Marashu to do that. It could very easily be if Marashu elects to go back to the first continent, that it could be a very long time before that sword's found, if it's ever found. But Blue Lobster, at 1 hour, 16 minutes in, has made the Rainbow Drop. Oh, Marashu sees Caitlyn.
So at this point, we haven't seen Garinham, which I think has to have the grave. I don't think we've seen Charlock either, and I don't think we've seen Hawksness yet.
Yep, and Marashu is wasting very little time going after these coordinates.
So Marashu is actually, exploration suddenly jumped into the lead here by finding that armor, by diving the mountain cave. Like you said, it's hit or miss whether we think we're going to need that death necklace or not right now. You go ahead and grind and find out first, most likely. So this is a big find, finding Caitlyn right now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if Marashu's going to wait until a death warp. Maybe finish out the exploration on this continent. Which didn't seem to be too much. This did seem to be a small second continent. Kind of the inverse we thought a long time ago, where maybe the first continent was real small. It turns out it was the other way around. Small second continent, huge first continent.
Yeah, that first continent's kind of like a giant spiral of some kind.
Sneaky, we already know the coordinates to be the sword. And Marashu heading back to Swamp and just like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me see if maybe I can do this. But yeah, not too easy. Get your count started, just start right there and go from there. And Blue Lobster has managed to locate the mountain cave. The question is, can Blue Lobster defeat the mountain cave? And, well, there's your big stick from Marashu. Nice little 12 attack bump. That man. Oh, Blue Lobster's gonna have to suffer the Red Dragon for a bit. Only on 11 MP, only on 10 HP, blocked, dead.
That's extremely unfortunate.
Yeah, really unfortunate because Blue Lobster now is actually about as tiny of a favorite as you can get, but still a favorite to run from Red Dragons now. Rashu actually probably could have taken that wizard because of the wizard's defense broken. Blue Lobster not afford that luxury, does not have the Erdrick's armor and the extra defense, but actually manages to kill the wizard. Wizard's not exactly the toughest enemies to beat in the game.
So now, if you're Marashu, what are you thinking here? I would probably go into Swamp Cave. I guess you still have to find Charlock.
Yeah, it still needs to scope out Charlock, at least.
It might be worth getting the levels first. I know that's always kind of a risky proposition, but at the end of the day, exploration's probably going to be quicker when you have more levels. I think I would probably dip down, kill some Armored Knights for now.
Well, Marashu's going to go after the Mel Slime.
And we're only like 50 attack power before you can kill those things in one shot, so...
And actually beats the Mel Slime. No experience change lead this time. Blue Lobster has managed to get a... Oh, there's a town right there from Mountain. That was so close.
Wow.
And Marashu's going to start pouring it on now. Takes out a Rogue Scorpion. Town is Garenham.
So it's interesting. It's kind of like what we talked about earlier. Do you full explore the grave here, looking for the death necklace, thinking you might need it? Do you wait? What do you do here?
Well, Marashu's at least going to look at these three chests. Finds the flute, so that can be used to put golems to sleep. Finds a torch, and finds a fairy water. And Marashu's going to go ahead and confirm that this is the grave, which it should be by process of elimination. Now, the question is, do you just take the top three, or do you go deeper if you're looking for this death necklace? Figure out here. Oh, Blue Dragon. Let's see what happens. Lands hurt more.
We've got a lengthy battle for Blue Lobster with this golem here, so I hope this pays off. I mean, it will eventually.
Herb. Okay, now we're gonna see Marashu go deep or not. Yep, it is going to be the full dive for Marashu. You pretty much only the death necklace, and I guess we don't have the fighter's ring yet, so that's 2 attack power that's out there, waiting for our runners to find it.
We do need every last attack power we can get this time around, looks like. And I'm very sorry when I named off all the other locations we haven't found. I don't think we've seen Breckenary. That's so important. In this case, it'd only be nice if it's right next to Charlock and would be a convenient place to get fairy water if we wind up at some of those like 120, 130, 131 attack power.
Okay, well, Blue Lops has found Garenham, so he's got a bit more of a reason to go down here, not having found the armor from Mountain Cave yet.
We had Rash accidentally threw some fairy water at the golem, trying to put him to sleep.
Yeah, Mirashu's going after it. This is going to be even slower than the fight Blue Lobster had, because Mirashu's 5 strength down.
Yeah, and I don't think, I mean, it might be about even, but Blue Lobster went with the heal more strats instead of the fairy flute strats.
Well, Mirashu gets through, and is that little bit closer to the level.
We talked about Erdrick's Cave earlier. I would never do the Grave Blind. I just can't imagine it. It's so long.
Well, it looks like Mirashu is getting through just fine.
Definitely.
A couple more floors until the final chest will be seen. We'll see if it's any good. Now, where is that box? Somewhere there's a box. There it is. It's gold, so nothing here. Quick cast of outside, and Mirashu's gonna get on with life. The life of trying to find this Sharlock, maybe find Hawksness. I mean, who knows? It could be an Axonite staying at Hawksness, waiting for our runes to collect its delicious experiences.
Yeah, I think that's a really good call out. I mean, that could finding Hawksness a long time ago, or at least at the point where we had Hermore, could have really busted this open, depending on what that enemy would be.
Anyways, Mirashu is not very far from the level. Going to go over the bridge here, looks like. And it is trying to open back up a little bit. Nope, close it. Okay, what are you gonna do? Oh, Blue Lobster discovers Demon Knights have the Dragon Lord breath.
Feels like we've been pretty lucky so far on that front. I don't recall seeing a bunch of Dragon Lord breath.
Dragon Lord breath, the strongest attack in the game. And it looks like Blue Lobster is going to do a gold grind, taking the silver shield from the top chest. Bottom left, there you go, gold grind active. I guess maybe going for some magic armor? That would certainly help over the half plate.
Yeah, at this point, if he's starting to think, now that he's cleared the grave, if he's starting to think that the armor's in Sharlock, you might definitely think about upgrading your armor all the way up as far as you can.
Or did he see a silver shield somewhere? Because he's going up. Erdrick's armor is in the last chest of Mountain Cave. In the meantime, level 13 for Mirashu. And a town and Charlock. Town is, well, there you go, Breckenridge right next to Charlock. So you get a nice little, get a nice cheap heal right before you go fight the Dragon Lord. Blue Lobster eats a Dragon Lord breath attack, survives, beats this the Demon Knight down, and Blue Lobster is not too far from level 14. Mirashu did clear the grave, Blue Lobster didn't. So we know for a fact that the grave... Well, the grave itself is a nothing burger, but the... Garaham did have the flute at least. Mirashu putting on a cursed belt, but, well, you're in the correct time to get that thing removed.
Yeah, well, I guess if he was trying to open up an item slot, that was a good call.
Speed strats. Although, I guess Mirashu's going to sell the other cursed belt.
Didn't want to do it twice.
One squeeze is good enough.
He's definitely the right character to be putting on cursed belts. Maybe that was just a call out.
Looks like Mirage is just going to go ahead and fill up on Fairy Water right now. Blue Lobster to level 14. Okay, time to go to the store and grab some more Snickers.
Finally, some power. Except no. This isn't, and I think Lord Gun's in chat now. I think you mentioned before, the average is about 60-ish at level 9 or 10. And here we are 4 levels later, and we are still very far away from having any strength.
So, an hour 32 minutes with absolutely not enough strength to damage the Dragon Lord. Rashu has made the bridge.
Even though HP is not looking great, I would definitely love to have the Death Necklace in my inventory right now. Lorgon confirming we are way behind on the average. 30, close to 30 points behind on strength right now.
In the meantime, looks like Blue Lobster's gonna give Grave another go. And is still carting around that 1500 gold. Hasn't even gotten... I don't even think he upgraded his armor, so...
Yeah, that's... I'm not... I mean, I don't blame anybody for scrambling and trying strats on the fly on this seed by any means, but that's a strange call right now. But yeah, as pointed out in chat, there hasn't been many good items that you can buy. We've seen some flame swords, but at this point, those are the one thing that are obsolete.
Yeah, did Mirashu check the Breckenary shop? I mean, it's a bit late for Mirashu to be doing a gold grind now, but if Blue Lobster manages to find Breckenary, and there's a silver shield there, that could... With 93 agility, that could turn... That could give Blue Lobster the repel advantage. Ooh, Red Dragon for Mirashu. And, well, not dead yet. You're gonna have to heal more, though. Yeah, I think Blue Lops is thinking, okay, just ignore the Demon Knights and I can still make this dive happen, so maybe that's his thought process here. In the meantime, Murashu, with only 90 strength, trying to make this red dragon happen. And Murashu does, after a bunch of heal mores, take it down. And Blue Lobster gets bad news. Yeah, right now the Dragon Lord 2 is defense breaking our heroes. Dragon Lord 2 has 100 defense, so right now if they tried to go fight the Dragon Lord, they'd be coin flipping for 1 damage. Which is never going to... Which, if they had like 75% stop spell, it still wouldn't work out. In the meantime, Murashu is starting to pull back the experience gap some. And Blue Lops is going to give Grave another go.
Well, at least he's headed in the right direction now. The Mountain Kid has what he needs. He cleared the grave, but it didn't take him too terribly long to do it. So, root for no red dragons, please.
Except for this one that's trying to eat his face off at the moment. In the meantime, Murashu looking to beat a golem for level 14.
I'm not sure if Blue Lobster had gotten that first chest before, or if he just said, screw it, I'm going to the bottom.
In the meantime, level 14 and more disappointment. And more red dragons. And death. And Blue Lobster making his way over there. Oh, you do... Yeah, you do not want to be that low HP after you see a Dragon Lord Breath enemy. Get healed up. Run away. And Blue Lobster has the armor.
Finally. Alright, so we're basically even yet again.
It looks like Murashu might be going ahead and grinding.
Yeah, I guess that's the next thing to really think about is you haven't seen Hawk's Nest yet, so there's something out there. Be a better grind. Probably a worse grind.
Actually, I kind of wonder where Murashu is, because... Oh, okay. Maybe Murashu just caught a break and didn't see any red dragons on the way over. Yeah, Blue Lops is about to discover Breckenary and Sharlock here before too long. I think he just has to go south from here, assuming the red dragon doesn't get him. And, well, he got away from the red dragon. Oh, Murashu gets one step killed. Blue Lobster has actually managed to find Hawk's Nest, which...
This could be big.
At this point, can pretty much only have the Death Necklace.
Well, good luck. Good luck with that. So we know where we're grinding now.
Yeah, that's a red dragon in the middle of nowhere, and we have 91 strength. I mean, this one's gonna go down. We're gonna see if the death necklace is here, but after that, I imagine Blue Lobster is going to go back on the look for Sharlock, since he has not seen that yet. And it is, in fact, at Hawksness.
Well, that, again, can be a potentially huge find here, depending on how these stats pan out.
In the meantime, if Murashu manages to beat this Armor Knight, we'll be for the experience lead. Oh, you gotta beat it, though. Yeah, with this low strength, I believe it's definitely double hurt more. Is going to be faster, and then probably just take the Death Warp and go back. Because you do have a little bit of a walk to get to a town. Because, yeah, I think Murashu just hit a 13 there, which means you could hurt more and then still take 3 swings to finish the job. In the meantime, this Armor Knight's trying to kill you. Because what isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Blue Lobster runs into an Armor Knight on 5 MP. And he's down to 1 HP.
That's beautiful.
Blue Lobster, officially at optimal health, is going to find Sharlock. And find Breckenary. And make the Rainbow Drawbridge.
That's great timing.
Yeah, I think he wants that town badly. That repel wears off. So, question, does Breckenary have a silver shield? The answer is... womp womp.
Absolutely not.
So, I don't even know if there is a silver shield on the seat. I think the only shop unaccounted for is the Keylock shop over in Cantlin. I don't think anybody checked that, but otherwise, I have not seen a silver shield.
So now everybody in chat can go ahead and put their best guesses as to what level is going to finally put us in those upper 120s, lower 130s, so that we can go ahead and kill a Dragon Lord.
Well, while Blue Lobster was trying to figure out where as Murashu has managed to get to 80 experience away from the level up. Not going to be able to beat this Armor Knight unless a critical hit comes out, and well, Murashu's dead, so no chance of that. Blue Lobster gonna peek into Sharlock, so pretty much the only thing of any kind of relevance can be in here is the Fighter's Ring. So this is pretty much just a scouting dive.
Definitely, there's possible that there's less red dragons here than there are in the Swamp Cave.
Hawksness Spike was a red dragon. Blue Lobster was the one to find it and take it down for the death necklace. Blue Lobster stopped swinging a blue dragon, so it has something. Maybe a heal or heal more? But here we go, level 15 for Marashu. Do you finally lift? Okay, you lift a little bit.
Yeah, just a couple curls.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
It gets 86 defense power. You know, if he can find some, I think, wolves, star wyverns, wizards, defense breaking them. I don't know that we've seen a lot of star wyverns. I think we have seen wizards and werewolves, though. I don't know if they have anything wicked, but there's some potential here that there could be a decent grind zone for Blue Lobster.
Yeah, I think that's been like the one kind thing about the seed. Other than that Demon Knight blasting Blue Lobster in the grave, we haven't seen too many terrible abilities floating about. Yeah, Marashu with about 900 experience point lead, both of them just looking to get the stats needed now. They have all of Erdrick's stuff. They've both actually just went ahead and made the bridge, so just get the stats, get down there, win the game. Ooh, green dragons with stop spell. And you're actually defense-breaking green dragons on level 15, even with the large shield, because of our great agility being enhanced by the strength agility build our players have taken.
Yeah, so there's a couple enemies, and so Blue Lobster has been hurt mooring them that I've seen so far, but Axe Knights, green dragons, like we said, werewolves, wizards, those are ones you can just physical and extend this adventure into the basement.
Anyways, I think Blue Lobster is onto the second zone of enemies. Marashu's on a spike tile. The swamp spike was an armor knight.
Looks like Blue Lobster's been doing the great hero walk at the least convenient time.
Yeah, Blue Lobster, I think, is now on the final zone, which contains red dragons. So, info collected, here be dragons. Although this red dragon kill will be enough to gain level 15, if he can finish it off.
Yeah, I think we're definitely seeing that. Obviously, the spike tile grind is much more experience per minute so far, but the information, the fact that Blue Lobster has the death necklace, those could both be the key down the stretch.
Here's the thing, though, the agility is excellent, and with the amount of strength we still need to get, that's plenty more time to get some more agility and just... Well, we like to say agility is a number, but at some point it is going to start taking effect to where you can get away from these things with some form of reliability. Yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate that they're going to be missing 10 potential defensive power because of the lack of a silver shield so far.
Right, if it had worked out that they got a silver shield.
Oh, this is interesting. Blue Lobster is just going for the spike tile down here. Not even checking the treasury for the ring.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Murashu one fight away from the level. And oh, there's an Axe Knight down here, which
that is nice.
Anyways, level 16, what you got?
Another face. I can't believe this strength at level 16. I can't remember maybe 1 or 2 seeds in all my time running have I seen anything like this.
Yeah, the good news is the other stats are looking great, as you can see by the color coding. The white you saw at the beginning we have a few stats in the red. That means they're pretty bad. White means they're on the way. As you can tell by the levels compared to where our strength's at, our strength has taken a few detours to on the way. Orange means borderline, so as you can see, Blue Lobster has 96 HP. That's borderline because it's for HP you want to have at least 97, so when you heal to max, you're guaranteed to survive 2 Dragon Lord breaths. That's logic behind that. Green means you're good. Agility's good. MP's pretty nice. That's 13 heal more. Whereas that Blue Lobster has, I believe, 14 for Murashu.
So I wonder if Blue Lobster did an outside and looks like he's going right back to Breckenary. I wonder if he's planning on going right back down for the Axe Knight again.
Yeah, we'll have to see what his play is.
Meanwhile, the lead is slowly growing for Murashu.
Yeah, the one thing about having all this MP is you can just keep you can sling plenty of Hurtmores at these Armor Knights, and you get 170 experience power up. And, well, you won't be level 16 for too much longer.
Yeah, at this strength, I don't know that I would be trying to physical the Armored Knights that often.
Yeah, something you can do to try to conserve MP against the Armored Knight is you can swing one set, and it's recommended that you swing first because of the potential to crit, and then hurt more. And if you're strong enough and you get lucky, you can still beat it in 2 rounds, but you've only spent 1 hurt more. Let me unleash some Ethel on the world. Armor Knights have anywhere between 75 to 99 HP, so your max hurt more is 65, so I'll leave them anywhere between about 10 to 34 HP. And then they also have A6 agility, so you cut that in half. If you get 43, you subtract that from your attack. And right now, Murashu has about 13 to 27 range, so there is the potential to get 2 shots here. There always is, because if the Armor Knight rolls super low HP, you could get a max roll, hurt more, and then be practically guaranteed to finish it. But it's when the high end of your range starts to get to the 30s when it really becomes effective.
Yeah, I would definitely say, like I said, a little more strength, and I would definitely employ that tactic. But right now, it just seems like it'd be a little quicker just to hurt more it out, die, go back. But that's just, I just work off feeling, so I don't have all the math behind what I'm thinking there.
Yeah, the one advantage Blue Lobster does have is that he has gotten the Death Necklace, but I don't think it'll take too... If Murashu needs the Death Necklace, I don't think it'd take him too long to go find Hawk, since it's not that far away from Sharlock, and I don't think there's too much more land for Murashu to map out.
Yeah, and the further along we go with this, the point that you made a while back about they aren't gaining hit points very, very quickly with this build, I don't know that it's going to matter. I thought it...
Yeah, that can be another thing that could start to scare them. It's on point. What if my opponent is strength HP? And oh dear, this might be a build loss. I mean, there's already about 20 metal slimes living rent-free in their heads. Why not just add minute 0 in there as well? Just throw a nice big old party right in their heads. Anyways, Blue Lobster about to get more disappointment.
So if we start to add up some of the things, obviously the strength is the biggest thing that's been working against him. Like you mentioned, there's metal slimes everywhere, so that plays on your psyche. There hasn't been any good... There's been gold in the treasury, but it's been really difficult to get around the map, and no silver shield that we know of.
I think at this point the only outstanding town is the key shop in Camlin.
Was that?
That was another one stream.
Another one?
Another one. Nice agility, though.
At this point, they might as well just go bash the Dragon Lord in the face with their armor and see if that does any more damage. And unfortunately for Blue Lobster, I think this is the lead. The difference in the two grinds here is just getting exponentially larger. Obviously, like we were talking about earlier, the Armor Knight is going to fall faster and faster. Even though we don't really have any more strength, we're going to have more defense, more MP. So
yeah, just chuck more hurt mores at it. And it looks like Blue Lobster is going over to the Swamp Cave.
Okay, good. So it might even out here. Well,
never mind.
I don't know. Maybe he's thinking of Hawksness instead? Because he's the one that has
Demon Knights have heal more. Okay. So we found the jerk monster. It's the Demon Knight. It has Dragon Lord Breath and heal more. Probably one of the worst combinations you can see on the mod. Lobster.
Well, there have to be one at least somewhere that has it. Well, I mean, I really think we've got to be due for a strength explosion, but it's going to be a little bit yet before Murashu gets back down there to find out. And chat's pointing out we're probably within that 1 to 2% of seeds where strength is this low. It's very much a rarity. I don't know that I've seen anything this bad. I've seen some bad strength seeds, but this one seems like the worst, at least right now in this moment. Blue Lobster is going right back down to Charlock here. Probably, I would guess, gonna go try his hand at the spike tile for the Axe Knight.
Although I think Beta Strep said the Axe Knights had heal more, which can just make that an ugly proposition of a spike tile, because you fail to one-shot the Axe Knight with the hurt more and a heal mores, you're going to have to swing and hurt more it, and that just a bunch more damage you gotta take, waste MP, waste time, just
Yeah, that really is the worst. When you're trying to grind an Axe Knight and you see a heal more, that really is frustrating. It's just wasted time, wasted MP. It really is a terrible situation.
Yeah, due to how the game works, when enemy heal mores, they will go back up to their full potential maximum, which for an Axe Knight is 67, which means you will never one-shot with hurt more after that.
Yeah, on the flip side, I think even at this strength, you can swing once, then hurt more, and you're fine. So if you know it ahead of time, you're good.
Anyways, Murashu is only 2 Armor Knights from level. And here we go. This Armor Knight goes down, Murashu... Or wait, no. 14,250.
Yep, so this one and one more. We find out.
And kaboom! And with... Here we go, level 18. Do we finally... We got twice as much strength as we usually get.
Oh my god. So weak. So weak.
I imagine at some point, one of our runners might just go to the Dragon Lord and try to hurt more it. And it's not like the HP is coming up that quickly either to bring Death Necklace into play.
At the beginning of the seed, I considered bringing my bottle upstairs for just in case I needed it, and I should have done that.
Geez, actually, now that I think about it, is 101 attack the literal worst attack power you can have for the Dragon Lord?
I think you might be right. I'm not exactly sure.
Because it's kind of like that thing with the 5 strength against the Drakey, where you're actually missing more often. Either way, 101 attack power. The Dragon Lord has 100 defense, so I'm not even going to try and math that out. Well, Magic Wyverns with stop spell, so Blue Lobster gets a free chop chop on this thing.
Yeah, at this point, it's brutal. I mean, if you're looking at Blue Lobster, he's 2 levels behind. He's only 3 strength behind. He's going to find those 2 levels and be absolutely disheartened.
Yeah, just to reiterate, this is far, far from the normal.
Yeah, again, at this point, I can't blame anyone for the decisions they make, for all the weird things that have happened in this seed, but the absolute lack of strength is really what's got to be weighing on them currently. You forget about the weird start, you forget about the difficult map, all the red dragons and all the caves and all the metal slimes that are everywhere, and now it's just, why don't I have any strength?
Yeah, it's like every level our runners get, they're just thinking, okay, this has to be the one. And for a few of those levels, it was the one. Just the one strength game.
The literal one. Yeah, I mean, if I would personally, and I currently am thinking, at this point, you know, even if you get a big strength boost, like a big strength boost is typically like that 9 to 15 maybe, you're still not even close. Yeah, it appears Blue Lobster has been just kind of repeatedly diving Charlock for experience. We're thinking in hopes of catching some defense broken enemies, but it has seemed they're basically experience tied when they started to grind, and at this point you can see Mirashi's pretty well ahead on experience.
Yeah, for all the experience lead changes we had here, Mirage has just forged ahead and has taken a 4,000 experience lead. Up to NG, we do not know the location of a silver shield. I think the only unknown shop is the Cantlin secret shop behind the door. And Blue Lobster is now level 17 and is just crying.
Well, I think we're 2 armored knights away with Mirashu right now.
Yeah, but unfortunately Mirashu's out of MP, so it's just gonna be pray for a crit, which didn't happen.
Well, we're close. And then hopefully we see the strength explosion happen. Or if you guys want to be here all night, hopefully we see 0 or 1 or 2 again.
And Mirashu throws her repel on and back onto the breach once more.
Don't know what the highest winning level for a tournament match is. I do know we're still an hour away, I think. More than an hour away from a world record time in a tournament match. If I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure it was Jackamus, but at least he was involved. I think there was one where the winner was maybe 316.
Well, here we go, level 19. Can you not disappoint us? Hey, we got 6 strength. Okay, that's a start. I mean, most other times that would be a thoroughly unimpressive level, but it's progress. That's the most important part.
It's 6 times what we're used to. So we do know that an Axe Knight is at the trap tile down below. But there was some... You think it might have heal more, I think was pointed out earlier. Although it does look like Blue Lobster's just going with physicals right now, so maybe it was just hurt.
These Axe Knights hurt.
Yeah, and so the only other thing that's really uneven between the two of them are if we get to a point where HP explodes, which again they're both strength agility builds, so it seems unlikely. But if we do happen to get up there, Blue Lobster does already have the Death Necklace, Marashu does not.
Yeah, Marashu would have to, I think, just head north from Breckenary to find Hawksness. And would, well, at this point, would handle that Red Dragon with very little problem. I mean, we are going to get some semblance of AP. But yeah, after level 19, each level is 3,000 experience, so we're looking at 19,500 for the next level. Higher fellows, strength has been an issue the entire seed.
There was a time we got 9 strength, and that was maybe the best we ever had.
Although it does look like Marashu's swing and hurt more strats are starting to pick up some steam now.
Yeah, where's he at? 107? I was gonna say 110, but that's, good stats. 107's definitely feels a lot better than those upper 90s for, on that swing and hurt more.
Okay, it looks like Blue Lobster is going deeper.
Yeah, it does look like maybe the Axe Knight is in play, although you do have to get through some red dragons just to get down to the Axe Knight.
Well, it won't be until level 18 when that's broken, but that's not that far away, actually, for Blue Lobster. In the meantime, Rashu managing to break the 18,000 experience threshold. Yeah, it doesn't look like Blue Lobster's trying to win the game on this dive, aggressively spending MP, trying to hurt more of this Blue Dragon. Jay Coper, at this point for Murashu, it's just 3,000 more experience level, so 19,500 to get the level 20, and then you just add 3,000 to that, and you keep on until we're finally done with this, well, angry words, radio edit, all that good stuff. Blue Lobster is crying again.
So I guess while we kind of move towards level 20 here, we could highlight tomorrow's races. We do have, I believe, 6 coming up here. So we've got Alajabrap and Azrael Ravenheart at 6 o'clock Eastern. That'll be on Randomania here. Have Hyra Fellows and Vrelis. It's also at 6 o'clock, so I don't know if that'll be a joint or if they'll keep that separate. Sparkover versus Balavi. That's at 7. That'll be on Speed Gaming. Veron Burgundy and the Seawolf. Yeah, it looks like 8:45. That's on your Randomania family of networks.
Yeah, it's going to be on this channel.
Randomania 2.
We are going to be done with this, right?
We might push into, 8:45 p.m. tomorrow. It's possible.
I have to work tomorrow.
We also have Fryteeth versus Cube God. That's at 9 o'clock. Math is hard at this late at night. And then Edstream and Centroid will be on RPG Limit Break. That's at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. So you are well covered with Dragon Warrior Tournament action tomorrow.
In the meantime, Murashu trying to finish off this armor. It'll be this one more, and then some pocket change to get to the next level for Murashu. Yep, one more fight for Murashu. Could have been a wolf to get this, but, well, Armor Knights. Because there's a really good chance this still isn't the level. Okay, level 20.
Let's see it.
Dangerous or solid?
It's a big pick.
Oh, there's the big HP. Whoa, that suddenly... That might be it.
That's a lot of MP. I mean, that's 17.
That's a lot of MP. That is suddenly Death Necklace HP as well. And that would bump your AP to 126. Murashu's already loaded up the fairy water. It's just Murashu has to go get the Death Necklace, but... If Murashu... But if you elect to go... to... Hoxus over Sharlock, that will be the Death Necklace.
Yeah, oh man. He might full dive Sharlock first, playing the odds.
Yeah, it looks like Murashu is going elsewhere.
Yeah, so what you'd average... If you didn't have the Death Necklace, you'd average, what, a 6?
Yeah, so that's not happening.
No, we don't have 20 attack, even 20 attacks wouldn't do it. We're not quite there, I don't think. Especially if you're
even
running
with doubles, that's
6.
not happening.
Yes, yeah, doubles you'd get a few, but yeah, I don't. Unfortunately, not. But with fairy water, you could You could probably max out, get 5 fairy. I still think it's pretty close to impossible.
Okay, so here's Garenham.
Actually, if you got 5 fairy waters and some doubles, it'd be close. If you got some high rolls on the fairy waters, you could probably pull it off here.
Yeah, Mirashu does have a full load of fair. Alright, Blue Lops is going back into Tantagel to load up on keys. Okay, we'll see which way Mirashu goes. Into Charlock. So, since Mirashu is going to be checking the treasury more than likely, I guess we can do Pyramid Game for the Fighter's Ring. That's an option.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then you're looking at like 6.5 for an average melee.
Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see if Mirashu can't get done here, how much experience can Blue Lobster pull back?
Yeah, I was hopeful there for a second that he was going to dive into that swamp cave after the death and head back, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like he's going right back for Charlock.
Yeah, Mirashu isn't even taking fights at this point. Yeah, Mirashu filled up a long time ago, full on fairy waters. Does have the flute eating an inventory slot, but no death necklace eating an inventory slot either.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he gives this a shot when he finds out the death necklace isn't down here. With that fighter's ring. It'll be interesting. I hope he does. Just about to level 19 for Blue Lobster, so he's not too terribly far behind. The 3,000 experience, he gets to a good grind spot, could make it up. So we've got Mirashu hot on the drive, we've on the dive, and Blue Lobster right behind doing the grind down there.
Yep, Mirashu is onto the final zone. In the meantime, Blue Lobster looking for level 19 off of this kill, which will get him some actual strength.
Yeah, that's a great call out in chat. Mirashu's been doing everything in the dark this He's skipping. He's not. Yes, he doesn't even.
Yeah, he's just going to launch. Rashu has holy hand grenades and must find something to blow them up with.
Maybe he's thinking Hurtmore strat. I don't know.
Yeah, that could also be an option. Just throw the fairy water and then throw the Hurtmores. And if you land one super early, you can probably swing it out.
Yeah, I think you'd probably want to just shoot a few Hurtmores and see if you land one first. I don't know. This is crazy. I feel like I've seen everything this seed. It's delivered everything.
Well, at least this Axe Knight's broken. So that wasn't a threat. Anyways, remember, if Mirashu can't get it done here, that's giving Blue Lobster a chance to come back. And here we go. At 2 hours, 26 minutes, Mirashu is a fool.
It's a physical.
Yeah, that's a good start. Only 4 damage, and here comes a Hurtmore.
How many fairy waters does he have? 6?
Quite a few.
I guess because he doesn't have some of the other.
Yeah, without the death necklace or the fighter thing, that gives him some more space for fairy waters. Trying to get in here with as much HP. Going to go ahead and try to finish off now. And here we go, DL2.
Starting fairy water.
Yep, starting out with the fairy water. Max roll.
Max roll.
16. Here we go. Min roll 9 for 25. Yeah, you better cast steal more there. Okay, so 25 becomes 37.
So we're
about average.
We're just right at average.
Nice. 751, good roll on that one. Yeah, he still got a couple more fairy water. 51 to 61. Below average there.
Taking his time. That's good. You don't want to use the fairy flute on the Dragon Lord.
And 74. What's your move now?
So we're like almost halfway home.
And here come the fights. 74, 79. And yeah, the big hits are coming. I don't think there's been a double yet. Oh, this will be a double. And we're up to 86. Here comes the nurse. In 92.
He needs those doubles.
98. There's another double.
Wow.
We are at 105. We have broken triple digits, and we still have 10 heal mores. $110. $115. Oh, another double. Oh,
Low roll.
119. But another swing. I mean, hitting 124.
Okay.
Just keep chipping away at 129.
This is insanity.
Yeah, you would think at 129 damage with 42 MP, you would be a mortal lock. 135 now off the good roll.
He needs some
But
7s and 8s. There's an 8.
there's an... Oh yeah, this is starting to get... well, somewhat comfortable.
think
6?
140 now. So any.
Oh, there's a double. As long as this fight was gonna go, there was definitely chances to get doubles. Oh, are you gonna have to pay it back though? Nope, not gonna have to pay it back.
Oh,
That is it.
GG.
That may be the lowest attack power we've ever seen win. We may have to get some people to dig into the archives for that one. Get out your GGs. With an official SRL time of 2 hours, 31 minutes, 17 seconds, Murashu is your official winner. In the meantime, Blue Lops is a bit over 1,000 experience from next level, and then with the Death Necklace in his hand, he can certainly go faster through the fight.
I can't think of really any seeds that had such low attack power. I remember, I think it's like I saw High Spirits do one at like maybe a 123 attack power, and I thought that was amazing. And to recognize that you had it so much to skip the treasury, that's insane. Yeah, that was a really good call. Good math, confidence, really good dive.
Yeah, I think actually that may have just been like I have to. Murashu may have just felt so far behind just after everything that's just like, okay, could have been just a YOLO play and it turns out to have paid off. Although Murashu did have the experience lead. Just this seed had so many variables to it, you just couldn't figure out, like, am I doing well? When's the dot done coming from my opponent? It's just, the nerves have to have been real.
It looks like we have Murashu in chat. GG. Maybe. Get the kinks worked out here.
Yeah, you're not coming through yet, Murashu. I can see you trying. Okay, while we get this sorted out. Okay, so this will put Blue Lobster within 50 experience of the level.
And he's already on his way down, so... Oh, well.
Well, you aren't winning with 41 MP.
Forgot he was grinding his way down already. So yeah, kind of recapping, I guess, we had the early divergence with the keys, where Blue Lobster burned that key early. Murashu did the early reset, which was really great to get the key back, since nothing was really helping him out. and what we had divergences with both the sword and the armor. So this has been a really great just back and forth all the way through to the very end here. Kind of see, very entertaining.
Yeah, Blue Lobster sees level 20, immediately exits. I suspect it's going to be about the same. And he's going to load up on the fairy wall. He's not going to bring his main. I don't think he's going to bring his main fairy wars in, but he will have the death necklace. And with the death necklace on, his range jumps up to a respectable 6 to 13, which is, well, not loading up on fairy water.
Yeah, you definitely still want to, I think, load up on the fairy water there. Anytime you're below the 132, right? You want to take as many as you can grab. I don't know. Are we still having issues with Marashu in chat here? Keep working on it. And if nothing else, you can join in chat here in the text chat for the channel, and we can maybe pick his brain here on some of the different.
Check, check.
Hey, there we go. I think we've got you, Marash.
Yeah, it would help if the button I had bound the mic to wasn't the new tab thing, so I kept exiting out of Discord every time I tried speaking.
Well, I'll tell you, your commentator, at least myself here, had some issues with Discord earlier, so I feel your pain. But GG, that was a very, very well executed run.
Thanks. I feel like I really lucked out. I feel like I should have gone for some of the grinding early. I was looking for a death necklace that by the end I figured must have been in Sharlock or something.
It was in Hawksness, which was just north of Sharlock. Blue Lobster actually has it.
So must have been where I started going towards and then just bailed out to start grinding then.
Yeah, you have had to have beaten Ye Old Dragon of Red to get it, but if you actually decided to have gone for it at level 20, you would have beaten the Red Dragon easily, finally.
Those red dragons, though, early game, they're just everywhere, or in every cave anyway.
So I do have some earlier questions. So you had chosen, and we all agreed right away that it was the right thing to do, to reset to get your key back. How hard of a decision was that early on in the run?
I really don't mind resetting early for the key. It's a resource that could, if it doesn't pay out, then it could be way more useful later. I already had the info that I could do a gold grind if I wanted. So beyond that, it was just, if it's not doing anything for me, hang on to it, see if I can make better use of it later.
Yeah, it turned out there was some early divergence there. Blue Lobster wound up burning his key without a save as well, but he was a little further along on experience when he did it, so he wasn't, I guess, didn't feel like it was worth the time to get the key back.
Oh, we are going to have a pyramid check, by the way.
Let's get this checked out.
Here we got torch, wings,
Golem.
Don't you just hate when you go looking at a chest and it's a golem? And then punches it. Oh, there we go. Fighter's ring in the middle left.
Yeah, so that segues good into another question, Marashu. Did you consider checking the treasury for Death Necklace or Fighter's Ring, or was it just you thought mathematically you had it, you were ready to go down and get this over with?
Yeah, when I first started grinding, my initial plan was to look for Death Necklace or Fighter Ring in that treasury, and then after I saw like how much MP I had, how much HP I had, I just decided, I'm just gonna go for it. I just figured that I didn't know where Blue Lobster was either, so it could have been like right down to the neck or neck to neck for all I knew. So like, I'm not gonna waste the 30 seconds or whatever it takes to check treasury. I'm just going for Dragon Lord.
Well, it turned out to be the right call for sure. It didn't seem like you got unreasonably lucky on things. It seemed like the right play. We were kind of debating it with chat here. How many fairy waters you had, what all was going to play into it. But I think you definitely just made the right play, straight up.
I think I was down like one fairy water slot. I could have had one more, but I figured, again, not knowing where he was, I just wanted to go for it and just why waste the extra bit of time going for that when I could just dive.
Another thing I noticed, and I'll open it up to Smashy too if he's got any questions, but I know we saw you put on a cursed belt in Breckenary. Was that purposeful to open up a slot since you happen to know you were right there, or was that just a missed menu?
It was a missed menu. I was looking through trying to figure out where I could get rid of some stuff, and yeah, that was absolutely a missed menu.
Well, good place to have a missed menu.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, that's the place to do it.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, but wait, Breck. Oh yes, thank goodness.
It looked almost like a really shrewd play, like you were opening up a slot for a torch or something.
It's a new meta. You saw it here first.
Here you go.
Oh, geez. Blue Lobster did not put on the Death Necklace.
Well, I think, again, and we kind of
And Blue Lobster does not have the fairy waters either, because those things are... your blue fairy water minimum is stronger than your maximum without. Well, I suppose it's equal now because of the fighter's ring, but still.
Still, yeah, this would be a fine play like we saw if he had the fairy waters.
And with the fairy waters being a new thing with the new version, I just found out about that recently. It burned me in another practice race, and after seeing that, I was like, never again.
Blue Lobster continues to fight with the Dragon Lord. Another thing Smashy and I talked a lot about was all the metal slimes that you both kept saying throughout the whole scene. How did that play on your mindset for how things were going?
After the first metal slime, I thought, oh wow, this is really lucky. And after about the fifth or sixth, I started thinking, oh, maybe this isn't as much an advantage as I thought. I was really hoping for getting some early experience from that, and after I saw how many are around, I'm like, there's no way that Blue is missing this.
Yeah, it was really interesting watching because it seemed like one of you would get a metal slime and take the experience lead, and then a few encounters later, the other one would get one and jump right back in the lead, and it was back and forth throughout most of those middle levels.
Oh, baby, a triple. Yeah, Blue Lobster giving it his best. I think is about as tired with the seat as everybody else here.
that really kind of covers the sea as we hopefully wrap it up here. I haven't been keeping count, but I'm going to choose to be optimistic that he's close to potentially being the Dragon Warrior. The only other thing I think you remember, which I think you had found the armor well before Blue Lobster, and I think he had found the sword before you, but you had definitely had the sword before he got the armor. So you had the full set earlier. And the other big advantage that you took was doing the grind in the swamp cave. Blue Lobster focused his attention in Charlock, and that wound up putting him behind on experience, because you were both pretty much neck and neck when you started the grind.
Blue Lobster unable to get done without the death necklace.
Oh no, that's so rough to hear.
And has forfeit.
I think we're going to see if Blue Lobster wants to pop in for an interview really quick here. He's going to come in. We'll talk through this just absolute oddity of the scene. I believe we have Blue Lobster. Are you there?
Yes, I am, and oh my goodness, what a seed that was.
Well, for starters, GG. That was a really well-run race.
GG.
Definitely
GG
a crazy
Rush.
one.
Did a hell of a job with that. So I know that the first couple minutes I should have been more patient, and I did not get any ghosts or anything like that. I was hoping for a ghost, and once I got the ghosts, they were too little to help me advance.
Well, I made a bit of a misplay right out the gate. I used my fairy water on a Draki, hoping that I'd find some blue or red slimes in the area. And when that didn't happen, I just reset and used my water on something that would get me at least to level 2.
Yeah, that's what I did, and then the hard part was just getting to level 4, and the levels after that, there's just no strength there, and that's always a challenge with these things.
Yeah, the good news is that the Hurt More spell came fairly... Well... Okay, it was level 8 for Hurt More, but... Never mind what I said.
It's
My
still
biggest problem was
reasonably
to
early.
find anything to hurt more once I got it.
Yeah, there definitely seemed to be a lack of really great enemies. Although, as we were talking about with Marashu, there were metal slimes everywhere.
Oh, there were indeed, and I got, I think, 2 or 3 of them, I think.
You two both had interesting starts that involved resets kind of early on, and although forgoing the key relatively early for you didn't have a big effect over the race, that was interesting to watch. The only big divergences that actually affected the outcome were, one, the grind. So Marashu did stick it out with the Armored Knight in Swamp Cave, and that wound up being more efficient than Charlock in this case with the enemy set there. And the other thing was, I want to ask kind of, how put off by the Red Dragons were you from Mountain Cave?
It definitely threw me off. I mean, I figured I had to get just some sort of backup, just especially the way the seed was going up to that point. It was a challenge for sure.
For me, every time I'd get discouraged with one area with red dragons, I'd just try Swamp Cave again, give that a couple goes, and then when that didn't work out, I'd just try back at Mountain Cave or wherever else I was looking.
Yeah, they definitely had control over the map for both of you. And for sure, Marashu did not get through Mountain Cave first try, at least not to my recollection. But he did wind up with armor a little earlier than you. I think the sword was pretty even. I think you had the sword a little earlier, but he didn't take too much longer to get to Cantland. But it really did. I think you guys were virtually tied when you started to really just focus on grinding experience.
I was also kind of frustrated when I saw the sword because I just bought a flame sword.
That is true. I do remember that.
Yeah, I think you got both your items at Cole, and then you just went a little bit further on, went the other way on the island, and oh, here's Cantland, and it has coordinates, and these coordinates led to sword. And, oh well. At that point, I think you just had to shrug it off and keep going the way the seed had been. So I think the one other question we have for you, Blue Lobster, is your attempt at the Dragon Lord and the lack of Death Necklace, because that was the one thing that you had over Marashu. And it turned out to not be a factor because Marashu had a full load of fairy water, and that's how he won with the fairy water strats. You had the Death Necklace strats, which would have pretty much made it a lock to win with as many heal mores as you had, but you didn't equip it. What happened there? Did you just forget about it, or did you think you were good enough without it?
Yeah, I thought that. I think I thought the threshold was a little bit higher. I didn't, and yeah, looking back, yeah, the power boost would have been advantage with the heal mores that I had, and I don't know. At that point, I was just trying to at least take a swing at that Dragon Lord.
Well, with that HP and MP, you got a lot of swings at him, but they didn't do enough. I'm not sure if anybody was counting it, so we didn't know the damage. And
yeah, I think it was a pretty small window. I think it was like 11 to 6, something like that.
At level 20, you're even with the fighter's ring. It was only 4 to 9.
Ah, right.
So I think from here, if my bracketeering is correct, Marashu, you will move on to face up to NG in the second round of the top bracket. And Blue Lobster, you will go down to the bottom bracket. Wait an opponent there in the second round of the bottom bracket.
Sounds good. And again, congratulations, Marashu. You definitely earned that victory.
Good game, Blue. That was a really good one. Good luck with your coming matches.
And by all means, follow Marashu at Marashu_online.
That's a great call out. Please follow Blue Lobster as well. This race, if it's any indication, there's some very entertaining Dragon Warrior Randomizer races and some other things going on their channels. Definitely give our trackers and our restreamer Math Girl a follow as well. Everyone's a big part of the community, so you're definitely going to see some Dragon Warrior Randomizer stuff involved with anyone you can follow here.
And
okay, just quick.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just one quick update on the bracketology. Blue Lobster, Lord of the Synth, and Jackamus have to play, and then whoever wins that plays Angel, and whoever loses that is your next opponent. So just a quick update on the bracketology.
And on that note, I'm just gonna step out of the interview booth, and thank you guys for having me.
thanks for commenting. Thanks, Tracker, and thanks for restreaming.
Alrighty, and with all that, I believe we are finally done here for tonight. On behalf of JJ Schmidt in the commentary booth, Math Girl restreaming, Cyberdark tracking. This is Smashy. We are going to raid F. Coughlin or Fred. I believe it's Fred.